Hey guys, welcome to the More Income YouTube channel. My name is John Moore, and on this channel we are on a mission to create a better financial future for all, and we do that by promoting ways to make money, reselling, food delivery, etc. So if you like those topics, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the video, because today we're going to be talking about UberEats deliveries. So for me, I just recently got an email a couple days ago from UberEats saying they are updating their pay scale once again and changing things up with the delivery service. The new pay scale and the new app updates allow me to see how much money I will potentially make per delivery. Also, it allows me to see how far it is to the restaurant and to the customer's house. And also, they've updated it so that we get paid for the drive there. So I'm gonna see if I see any difference in the pay from before until now and kind of share the journey with you guys as I go do some Uber Eats deliveries. Now I will say, I did just skip on one delivery because it was only $4 and the distance to get to the restaurant was like 7 minutes and it just didn't seem enough. But right after that, I got a second delivery for $5.30 or whatever from Red Lobster. And generally when you deliver from Red Lobster, people generally give a decent tip. So I will see how much total I earn on these orders. But I'll just share with you guys. I don't want to take up too much time in this video, so all I'm going to do is share with you guys when I get an order, some of the details of that order, and then at the end I'll do a recap and let you know if I made any tips or anything like that. So hopefully you'll find this video informative if you're looking to deliver for Uber Eats or if you're wondering how the new pay model works. And hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, please hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about Uber Eats. Let's get started. Alright guys, so that took me 20 minutes from the time I left my house. It was a total of 6.22 miles, I think it was. You gotta remember that was from leaving my house. So I am now closer to a lot more restaurants, so hopefully I will get an order and it will be closer. But I made a total of $5.24. That is before tip, but I'll make sure to make a recap at the end of this video and let you guys know the total earnings. But for now, we're just gonna do letting you know how much I made each order. That being said, I did mention this is part of the new pay scale that Uber has implemented. It's been implemented in other people's regions already, but for me, it just started, I think, today or yesterday. So one of the things I noticed from the email they said is they're adding a guarantee now that you'll be guaranteed to earn so much on a delivery. But when they do that, they also said to make room for that, they have to lessen the other amounts. So they lower the amount of how much you make for the delivery fee, how much you make for miles. To me, that's just a fancy way of saying you're gonna get paid the same, but we're making it look a little cooler. But I don't know that for a fact, so that's why I'm doing this video, to show you guys how much I'm earning from doing these deliveries here, and then we'll see if it's more or the same amount as I made before. And I can say from that one delivery there, for the distance, it seems basically the same as what I would have made before. But we'll go see how many orders we can get today, how much we can make by the end of the day, and see how much it adds up. Now, of course, you probably are also wondering how much am I paying in gas. So I'm definitely going to track that as well, and we're going to deduct that at the end of the day. And I just filled up my tank yesterday, but I did use my car a little. But I know exactly when I started, what miles I'm at, and I'm going to keep track of that. And then we're going to fill up the tank at the end of the day, and then divide the amount between the miles, deduct for the miles that I had already driven, and that'll give us a number that we can apply and kind of average out over all of our orders. If you are wondering how I track my miles, I actually use an app called Stride, and I'm not sponsored by this app, but I do think it is a wonderful app for delivery drivers specifically, but also for any self-employed people, because they allow you to track your miles and to log them as what you did during that time, delivery, sales, etc. And then on top of that, they also have all sorts of other services that you can get through the app, such as health insurance, dental insurance, you name it. So if you want to check out that app, I'm going to put a link below. It might be a referral link. I don't think I get anything for a referral, but I might. But anyways, I'll put the link below just so you can check out that app for tax purposes. All right, guys, so we just got another order from McDonald's, and it's only a little more than $3, which seems kind of low, but at least now with the new update, I can actually see, because before I actually did not know how much money I was going to make per order, and I would just usually pick up the order and hope for the best. One thing I did do to try and save some money on gas, instead of going anywhere, I just parked my car on the side of the road here near where I dropped off my last item and waited for an order, and it happens to be that the restaurant is right down the road. So hopefully, I'm hoping to save some gas this way. On to McDonald's. All right, so things got a little bit busy there over the lunch hour, and I wasn't able to stop in between deliveries because I kept getting deliveries. Not that many, but for the last McDonald's delivery, it took me a total of 12 minutes and 40 seconds from the time I started driving to the time I delivered it with the person. And I drove a total of 2.53 miles for that. And the total earnings on that before tip was $3.56. 124 of that is the base fare, and then 162 or 64 of that is the added supplemental money that they give you, which is part of their new pay scale that they're doing. I have started to get tips on some of these orders, but I'm not going to calculate that in the prices I'm going to share with you for the rest of these orders that I did until tonight when I'm finished with all my orders. The next delivery after that, I made $4.87. It was a total mileage of 4.95 miles, and it took me just over 14 minutes from the time I got the delivery to the time I delivered it. Next delivery took me 18 minutes and 15 seconds. I drove 5.86 miles, and I got paid $5.18 for that delivery. After that, I had a fairly short delivery. It was only 1.6 miles. It took me just over 10 minutes, and I made $3 on that delivery. Now for the last one before I cut out for the break, I drove a total of 9 miles. It took me 23 minutes. And this one, I only made $5.74 on the delivery. Now, I do know for a fact that I've delivered almost the same distance to the same area before from one of the restaurants in the same area to this area, and I was getting paid more, closer to $7 or $8. So when it comes to longer deliveries, the changes might have affected them negatively. I can't say that for sure, but I know for a fact I was expecting to make at least $7 for that delivery, and I only made $5.74. However, I'm not going to complain because great customers, they did give a tip of $5, so that kind of made up for it. And I should mention now, it's 2:45. I spent some time doing a little sourcing for some discontinued items. Didn't find anything, but I usually stop doing deliveries around 2 because there's not many to be done, and I wait till about 5 or 5:30 to start up again. So I'm going to take care of a few errands and then meet you guys back here for the dinner rush and keep delivering with UberEats. Hey guys, so it is a little bit of a late start. It's almost 6:30. I had to run some errands, pick my wife up from work, etc. But we just got an order from Burger King, so let's get to it. As you can see, nightfall is upon us, and I ended up doing 2 deliveries because I got one right after the other one, or one while I was finishing up the other one. So the first delivery, though, I delivered, it took me 23 minutes and 40-something seconds, and it was a total of 4.23 miles, I think it was. Anyways, for that delivery, I made $6.28. Now, I will note that there is a boost going on, which is basically they give you extra earnings. I'm not sure exactly how it's calculated, but of that $6.28, 90 cents of that was from doing it during these specific hours, which is why I also like to try to do dinner deliveries, because you get that. And also, in my area, they have different levels that you can reach. They give you different benefits. I'm currently a UberEats Platinum Pro member, and the last and next level is Diamond, which I don't think I'm going to hit it this month. I haven't ever hit it, but I hit Platinum last month, and I'm a Platinum again this month. But that being said, during this time, it also gives you 6 points per delivery, and basically, to reach Diamond, I need to get 200 more points. So it helps you a lot to deliver during the dinner hours because you get 6 points every delivery. During lunch, you get 3 points, and on hours that are not lunch or dinner, it's only 1 point. For the second delivery, I made $6.02. It took me 18 minutes and 12 seconds, and I drove 5.4 miles total from start to finish. And I do apologize if the quality of this video is not that great. I'm just filming on my phone in my car, trying to share this information with you guys. So if you do like the information I'm sharing, like to get an inside scoop of delivery and how it works and how much money you can make, as well as other topics, financial topics, and reselling. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We're on a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, and we are well on our way and growing every day. And I appreciate every one of you guys who has subscribed, and I look forward to continuing to grow and to get to know all of you guys. So make sure to leave a comment below if you subscribed or if you've been subscribed. Just let me know who you are, what you're up to. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we're just going to continue delivering. I ended up having to take a pause from delivery to drop my wife off at a Bible study, and now I'm just going to do deliveries while I wait. Right now, I currently have my app running and I haven't got one. So we'll see if we get any more. But after all this is all said and done, we'll do a recap and show you guys how much we made. All right, guys, so I went ahead and did 2 more deliveries. However, it's not showing in the Stride app, so I'm going to have to go figure out where it was. It put a notification, said they saved it, but it's not in the app right now. So I'll have to go find those and then give you a recap of those. But I did go ahead and fill up the tank with gas, and it's just after 9 o'clock, I decided to call it quits because that's when the bonuses and everything ends. I will note that you actually can deliver here in my area until 2 o'clock, and I'm not sure how long it is in other areas, but if I was needing to make money, I could technically work until 2 in the morning and earn even more. But I have other things to do, such as edit this YouTube video and also reselling stuff. So I'm going to call it quits here. When I get inside, I'm going to go ahead and tally up the last 2 trips for you, let you know how those went, and then we'll go over the tally of how much we made on Uber Eats and give you some final comments on what I think about the new pay scale. So, see you in a bit. So I ended up waiting all night, and only one of the last deliveries I did showed up in my Stride app, and the one before the last delivery took me 18 minutes and 7 seconds from start to finish. I drove a total of 3 miles, 3.16 miles, and I earned $5.73 for that delivery. As you can see, the earnings are a little higher, even though the mileage is a little less, because there was a boost going on at that time that I took advantage of, and I actually didn't end up getting a tip from that order, but some of them, that's how it goes. The last order, I remember right before I saved it, I was right around 18 minutes, so I'm just going to call it 18 minutes on that delivery. It was a longer delivery, it was 6 miles, but picking it up was really close to where I delivered the last order, so it took only 18 minutes and 6 miles. That's what I'm going to estimate for that delivery, and I made $6.53. So now it's time to dive deep into the actual numbers of how much we were able to earn throughout the day delivering for Uber Eats on using their new pay scale that they just implemented here in my area. In total, I logged 4 hours and 49 minutes on the app. Now you have to understand that wasn't the total time I worked, that was just the time I was logged in, and part of that time I was sitting in my house doing other stuff, and other times I was sitting in the cars with no orders. So total time I spent logged into Uber Eats was 4 hours and 49 minutes. The actual time I worked, or the time I was on deliveries, and track that in my Stride mile tracker and time tracker, it actually tracks your time as well, I spent 2 hours and 57 minutes. So we're going to round that number up to 3 hours later on, but the total time was 2 hours and 57 minutes. I drove a total of 49 miles across all my deliveries, and my total earnings without any expenses taken out is $78.52. That's after getting $21.17 in tips. Some of these tips were right away, one of them was a cash tip, and then others tipped later on. Out of the 10 orders I did, 3 of them did not actually tip. So that's one thing you have to understand, is tipping is not mandatory, so sometimes you make an order without a tip. That's just part of the food delivery game. But on occasion, they might tip 2 days later. It's not usually what happens, but I have had it happen every now and then. So you can sometimes look forward to that, but don't count on it. So we have the total earnings, but then, of course, one of the major expenses with food delivery is going to be your gas. I drive a Toyota Prius, so I save a lot on gas. And to figure out the gas mileage, I took the exact miles we drove and then how many miles my car was driven by the time we filled up the tank, and I deducted only for the miles driving on delivery. So I didn't even deduct gas expense for driving to other places while waiting for delivery, because I don't think that should count. as a gas expense. But in total, for the 49 miles to fill up the tank from where it was, it cost me $8.05, but $3.55 of that was for the miles I drove doing deliveries. So when you deduct that from the total, the actual earnings you get is $74.97. Now, if you take the 3 hours of work that I did, round it up to 3 hours, and you divide $74.97 by that, you come up with a total hourly wage of $24.99 for 3 hours of work. $24.99 per hour. So that's the numbers for you guys. That's how it looks. And I will say that's roughly what I expect to make for food delivery. And it always depends on bonuses and stuff, but my number that I always tell people is I make about 20 bucks an hour. So obviously when you factor in some bonuses and some nice tips, you could make a little more, but that's what I basically tell people, and that's kind of what you can expect. So that being said, I don't really see a huge difference in the pay scale from what it was before to now, but I'm certainly not going to complain because it's pretty much the same as I would get on other delivery apps. The only thing that some people can get frustrated with is a lot of times these companies will put out a new pay scale and say, oh, it's better for the drivers, and they're trying to help drivers. But when you really dive deep into the numbers, you realize it's just kind of a marketing plot to keep us excited about driving for them. But me personally, I really love driving for Uber Eats. I think it's so simple. You don't have to have bags, anything like that. You just go to the restaurant, pick it up, drop it off. It's one of the most simple food delivery apps I've used. And so for that reason, I continue using them and will continue mostly delivering with Uber Eats, although I am on all the other platforms. Of course, each platform varies from city to city. Some have different promotions, some offer extra incentives and bonuses. So that's why I highly recommend, if you're going to get into food delivery, make sure you sign up for as many apps as you can and just try them out. And then make sure you track the numbers really well using Stride app to track miles and stuff, track how much you're spending on gas, track all those numbers so that you can figure out for yourself which one is most profitable. And like I said, there's other factors such as your car. I have a Toyota Prius. If you don't have a Prius, you're going to spend more in gas. So all of those things you have to take into account. And when you do, look at your numbers, kind of like I shared with you today. And by doing that, you can figure out which one is most profitable for you. If you decided you like what you saw from me driving, I'm driving for Uber Eats in the Fargo, North Dakota area. Maybe you should give Uber Eats a try if you haven't and see how it goes for you. Thanks for watching this video. I really do hope you got a lot of valuable information if you're looking to drive for Uber Eats or just to understand the new pay scale a little better. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel if you're not. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of more videos. We talk a lot about food delivery here, but we also talk about reselling. And in the future, I'm going to be posting videos about many other financial topics as we continue on the mission to help create a better financial future for all. If you have any comments about specific things I mentioned, or about earnings, or about promotions, or anything to do with Uber Eats or other food delivery services, put them in the comment box below and I will get back to you and answer your questions as quickly and effectively as possible. And if you have any tips to share with me or any of the viewers, please feel free to share those below as well. I really do appreciate you guys for sticking around through this video. I hope you found it informative, and I look forward to making more videos on the subject and getting to know you guys a little bit better as this channel grows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.